Welcome back to the podcast. We are here September 19th. This is the weekend we all been waiting for, week 2 of NFL football, and this is going to be the breakdown of the 49ers against the New York Jets. All it was this whole week was negativity. You can come here, be reassured that you're going to get a positive outlook on these New York Jets because that's all you're getting is negative doses of Jet talk everywhere you go. Doesn't matter on ESPN, doesn't matter on YouTube with Talking Jets, Jets Central, Jets 24/7, all of them. It doesn't matter. There's positives in what we saw in that mess of last week, and I'm going to point out some positives. And we're going to start with the 49ers and the Jets injury report. Okay? First, for the 49ers, they're going to be without George Kittle, which is a huge boost. And I got stats on, when he's out of the lineup, how their rushing game is when they run to his side. It's a huge downgrade. They go from first to 32nd. Then there's not going to be Richard Sherman in the game at quarterback. That's a huge boost for our wide receiving core, who is hurt as well. We don't have to worry about a dominant number one securing one side of that football field. Now we got some question marks. We got Akila Witherspoon and the other cornerbacks who are question marks, as they're not number ones. Okay, you had Richard Sherman as a number one, and you had that pass rush to lean on. So those guys in the back look really, really good. That's going to help us. All right. No Jason Verrett. D Ford is questionable. He might not play because he did not practice at all this whole week. So there's definitely injuries helping us, and then there's definitely injuries that are hurting us. Okay, we have no Flacco. That's fine. He was never going to play anyway. That's not the concern. Jameson Crowder, who was our number one wide receiver last week with 7 catches, over 100 yards, and a touchdown, is going to be out of this game. But the benefit that him leaving is that we have Braxton Berrios who can hop in that role. He did very well last year in certain spots. Okay, when he got the opportunity, it's just that he's a slot wide receiver, and Jameson Crowder's been healthy, so he hasn't been able to take advantage of his opportunities. Even though we did have him as our punt returner, he did very well in that. This guy is very shifty, very quick, and I'm not that concerned that Jameson Crowder is out. Okay, I feel confident in Braxton Berrios very well. And then when we get into deeper in this, there's no Le'Veon Bell, which obviously another bad week. He had 6 carries for like 12 yards. It's his running style, okay? Because as soon as you saw Frank Gore coming in the game or Josh Adams coming in the game, these are one-cut guys, get to the hole, and they get positive yardage. Guaranteed. Frank Gore is going to get 3 yards minimum. He's going to fall forward. There's no way he's not going to fall forward. And you saw that. He ran for 6 for 24, very good percentage, yards per carry in that game. It's just that he didn't get enough work. He was splitting with Le'Veon Bell. Now, if we can rely on Frank Gore early in the downs, that would be awesome. He gives us positive yardage because keys to the game is we got to get Sam Darnold comfortable, okay? He came out horribly in that first one. It looked like a preseason game. That's all you saw. Those missed throws, the jitteriness in the pocket, because protection was there. Another good spot for us was the protection. George Fant held his own, and Mekhi Becton was a top 5 rookie in PFF with the grading system, and he showed out. He allowed 1 sack for Mario Addison, but that was more of a coverage sack. But other than that, everything was thumbs up, A+ from what we saw him going up against Jerry Hughes. Now he has another test going up against Bosa in this game. I'm not going to say he's going to dominate him, no, but definitely as long as he can hold his own and give Sam Darnold enough time to get the ball out of the pocket, it's possible we can win, okay? With the injuries on both sides, the Jets have an opportunity to get this win, okay? Sherman being out is huge. Kittle being out is huge, okay? As long as we get Sam comfortable and get Sam out of these 3rd and long situations and we move the chains, then we will be fine. And then the last but not least is put pressure on Jimmy G. Okay, if you haven't noticed, we were getting to Josh Allen in that game. The problem is that he's too freaking fast. He moves. Jimmy G is a statue. He's not going to run out of the pocket and escape, sackers coming by him. No. There's many occasions we had Jets falling at the feet, right at the toes of Josh Allen, but he's too quick and fast. He got past Marcus May multiple times, and Marcus May had 2 sacks. He could have had more. Terrell Basham got back there. Jordan Jenkins got back there. It was just Josh Allen was moving. He's on the Cam level of running out the pocket. Kyler Murray now running out the pocket. Guys like that. But Jimmy G is a statue. Once we get back there, he is going to come down. That's another benefit for us. And the fact that there is no Deebo Samuel, we can really put some pressure on him. He's going to have to rely on third and fourth options in this offense, okay? With no Kittle and no Deebo Samuel, you have a rookie in Brandon Ayuk. Kendrick Bourne is a solid wide receiver, but the corners that we have, we can contain those guys, all right? It was a whole totally different story when you had to deal with a number 1 like Stephon Diggs and a speedy guy like John Brown. All right, in this game, we have to deal with a young rookie. We have to deal with Kendrick Bourne, who's a veteran, but a decent, wide receiver 3 in the NFL. And then they have a solid tight end, a backup tight end, in Jordan Reed. But he is not George Kittle, because George Kittle, they use him in blocking, passing. He's a very rare speed and power combination in the NFL. That's why he's the top elite tight end in the NFL between him, Kelsey, and Mark Andrews. All right, and Kittle. So I'm very, very hopeful for this game. I'm going to give you my prediction of the score because I see this as an opportunity where we can exploit their defense secondary-wise as long as we hold still that line, which gave Darnold time. That's what was the annoying part. Because if Darnold completed those passes that he was supposed to in that first 3 drives, that game would have went totally different, okay? And each and every one of those first 3 drives was a missed opportunity of big gains of over 20 yards. And then you want to complain about Gase's play calling. The play call was fine. The execution was poor, all right? Coming up, third down, missed Jameson Crowder coming over on a crossing route. Threw it wide right. That was the first time. Then the second time, he missed Crowder wide right again. And then the third time, Chris Herndon off of play action missed them yet again, and that resulted in 3 punts. And it was just a travesty after that. The second half was some positives coming from the offense, especially on the third down. We were 60% and converting third downs in the second half. So I guess hopefully we got the ball rolling. They got things and fixed things throughout this week. And we're going to need to rely on Braxton Berrios in the slot. Brashard Perriman, we paid him for a reason. He has 4.3 speed and height. He's going to have to step up. And then we've been talking about Chris Herndon for the past 3 years. He needs to step up in his game. We saw it in his rookie year. He definitely has potential. And in this game, he definitely has potential to really make a name for himself starting in week 2. This season is not over, okay? Overreaction theater always happens every week 1, and you just want to assume this team is the worst team. There's always turnarounds. And then for the Jets, you already know, if we start off good, what usually happens? We always start at 3-2 or 4-1, and then guess what? We're a 6-10 team, a 5-11 team. No. It's not over, guys. Calm down. This game is very winnable, and people just putting us out is kind of disgraceful, right? Because it's not. Clearly, we have an opportunity here to take advantage and get our first win. And then next week we face the Colts, okay? And they have their own problems. So I'm going to go with, I think Darnold bounces back, which we already seen in his past that he usually does after the Ghost game, after coming back from mono, after that debacle in the first drive with the Detroit Lions in this first game, came back strong. I'm going to say Jets 27, and the 49ers 20. Okay? Our offense is going to get clicking. Frank Gore facing his old team. That's going to be good. I see Darnold throwing at least 2 touchdowns in this game. And definitely one to Herndon and probably one to Brashard Perriman. Okay? And then we're going to be able to get to Jimmy Garoppolo and stop the run because that's one of our benefits of our offense. That falls right into us. With losing these weapons that they have and relying on Brandon Ayuk, a rookie, they're going to have to rely on Raheem Mostert and Tevin Coleman. And we are very good at stopping the run. We were top 5 last year, and we showed it last week again, giving up less than 4 yards a carry to those Buffalo Bills running backs. So I see a positive outlook. This is probably the only video you'll find with a positive outlook on the New York Jets. And I got us winning tomorrow home. And then you got to remember, this is a West Coast team coming all the way east. That is a huge factor, okay? Travel is a huge factor, okay? Testing is a huge factor. The 49ers are staying in Virginia right now. Like, they're all discombobulated. There's no regular routine for them right now. And you got the Super Bowl slump. We saw it with the Rams. They started out slow, and we now already 49ers got their first loss. Hopefully we can put them in 0-2. It's a very talented team. As long as we execute, we can be able to win, all right? So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back probably with another video tomorrow. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNessJustD. And go Jets, please. Let's please get this win. 1-1 will be very huge for our season. It'll give a different outlook in the media as well, because we've just been getting shitted across on every single platform, and I'm sick of it. This has to be the year for Darnold, because if he doesn't succeed and we get another coach and you add a third offense to this young mind, it's going to be horrible for him. Horrible. That's not successful. That's not how you breed success in these young quarterbacks. 3 systems in 3 years. No. Need stability. Stability, all right? So we'll see what happens, yo. Peace out. Go Jets.